All right, let's just get right into it, shall we? This is the big question, the one that's probably been on your mind a lot lately. When the economy starts to slow down, what's the right move? We're going to dig into a playbook that kind of flips the script on the usual way of thinking about a downturn. I mean, you hear these words everywhere, right? It feels like this constant drumbeat of pressure, of uncertainty. And when you hear it, your gut just screams, do something, now.
So let me ask you, really, what's your first move? When the numbers look a little scary and the future feels uncertain, what's that knee-jerk reaction? Because that first instinct, that's exactly what we need to talk about.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. A flaw in the playbook. Because here's the deal. That standard playbook, the one most companies reach for when they start to panic, it's got a pretty big flaw. It's a strategy that's really built on fear, and honestly, it could be costing you a whole lot more than you think. You know the drill. The first instinct is just cut. Cut the budget, cut the headcount, go quiet. It's that classic defensive crouch. You slash marketing, you freeze hiring, maybe you even let some people go. The thinking is simple. Cut costs now and just, hunker down till the storm passes. It feels like the safest thing to do. But here's the paradox, the hidden danger. While you're pulling back, guess what? So is everyone else. But the market doesn't just hit pause. No way. The competition for what's left, for that smaller piece of the pie, it actually gets way more intense. And when you go quiet, you're not just saving a bit of cash. You're losing momentum, big time. And that's why I love this quote. It points to this totally counterintuitive truth. When everybody else is retreating, that's your moment. It's not about spending recklessly. It's about being louder and more focused than ever. It's about playing offense when the rest of the world is playing defense. So, okay, if going quiet is the wrong move, what's the right one? Well, this is the pivot. We're talking about cutting friction. It's a much smarter way to get lean and focused. See, instead of cutting your team, you cut what's holding them back. And this right here, this is the whole idea in a nutshell. It's a total game changer. You stop seeing your people as a cost center, and you start seeing them as what they really are, your engine. Because the real fat that needs to be trimmed, it isn't on the payroll. It's hidden somewhere else entirely. So what exactly is friction? Well, think of it as all the invisible gunk clogging up the gears of your organization. It's those clunky workflows, the constant miscommunications, the broken handoffs. It's that report that has to be done 3 times. It's the approval process that takes 2 weeks. It's every time someone says, well, this is just how we've always done it, even when it makes no sense. That's where your money, time, and morale are leaking away. And this is such a critical reframe for any leader. It's so easy to look at payroll and see a cost. It's a big, clean number. It's an easy target. But it's so much harder to see where the money is really leaking out. The cost of all that inefficiency, that friction, it might not show up on a spreadsheet, but trust me, it can be just as damaging, if not more so. Okay, so how do you find this invisible enemy? You have to audit the process, not the people. Let's walk through how you can actually start finding and fixing these hidden problems. Now, the crucial thing here is that this is not a top-down order. It's a collaborative investigation. You start by asking your team. Then you go on a hunt for the real bottlenecks. Step 3, and this is probably the most important, you have to genuinely listen to what they say, even the hard stuff. And then you build the solution together. And where you look for those answers is absolutely critical. Because if you look in the wrong place, you're going to get the wrong solutions, and you're going to make the wrong cuts. Let me tell you where the answers aren't. They aren't on some fancy executive dashboard. They're on the floor. They're in the workflow. They're with the people who are actually doing the work. That dashboard isn't going to tell you that a clunky piece of software is costing your support team 5 hours a week per person. But you know who will? Your people. The real truth lives with the employees on the front lines.
So you can't just ask, hey, how can we save money? You've got to ask better questions, more insightful questions. Things like, what's dragging your team down? What do you feel like you're repeating or reworking all the time? Where are the bottlenecks that nobody wants to talk about? You have to create the safety for them to point out the problems that are quietly killing productivity. And when you start doing this, you'll find that the benefits are way bigger than just cutting costs. This isn't just about surviving a downturn.
It's about transforming your organization so you come out stronger on the other side. This is the beautiful side effect of this whole process. When you listen, you don't just find inefficiency, you find opportunity. An employee might say, "This process is slow," but what they might also be revealing is an idea for a new tool or a new product or a smarter way to serve your customers, something you would have never seen from the top floor. And that's the deeper reward. You're not just fixing workflows, you're unlocking real opportunity. You're building deep alignment, you're creating collaboration, you're breaking down silos, and all of a sudden, your team starts to feel like a team again, all fighting the same fight. I think this just says it perfectly. This is the ultimate payoff. You get through the economic storm not just intact, but leaner, stronger, and more connected. You survive with your integrity and with your best people still by your side, ready to hit the ground running. So, in the end, leadership in a downturn isn't about finding some magic answer on a dashboard. It's about having the courage to ask the right questions in the right places. The insights you need to get stronger, they're already inside your organization. The only real question is, are you ready to listen?